I'm DJ Styles.
And I'm Mike D.
Catch great local music every Thursday night from 8 to 9 on Planet Z Live.
We call it Under the Radar.
Bands like
Dakota Blue,
The Grays,
The Hatch Brothers,
Solar Fusion,
and more.
Listen live to Planet Z Live at planetzlive.com.
Download the free Live 365 app and search Planet Z Live.
Listen live on your Alexa by saying, Alexa, enable Planet Z Live.
Like and follow Planet Z Live at Planet Z Live on Facebook.
Planet Z Live is the rock station. Under the Radar.
It is Under the Radar. Good evening to you. It's Mr. DJ Styles live tonight with Mike Daniel.
Yeah.
Live from Whiteville, North Carolina. How's the weather down your way?
It's actually a little chilly, but
little
other
chilly.
than that, it's really nice.
A little chilly. We got 70 degrees here in Apex this weekend. Gonna be nice and chilly out, I believe. Good. It's a good weekend for live music. It's a good weekend. It's just good time for live music. Period tonight on Planet Z Live.
I
My
totally
opinion.
agree.
My opinion. We got with us tonight on the show. Introduce yourselves.
We are Solar Fusion. My name is Tim.
And I'm Alex.
Now on the promo, as you probably heard, I said Solar Fusion.
It's all good, Chris.
Yep.
I said Solar because I didn't know because you had the hyphen. You had the hyphen, and it led me to believe this is something called Solar Fusion.
When they write the history of the band, that'll be one of those footnotes, those funny anecdotes.
Now I'm going to tell
the
you
hyphenated R.
Now I'm going to tell you something you probably heard before. What do you think I'm going to
What's
tell
that?
you about your voice? What do you think I'm going to tell you?
Oh, I don't know.
Really? You don't have, no one's ever told you something you sound like somebody. No one's ever said
Sound
that
like
to you.
Barry White?
No. My opinion is better. You ready for this?
Go ahead.
I
Hit
think
me.
you sound like Tom Petty.
Oh wow, that has never ever been said before.
Mike, what do you think?
I
Mike?
totally can see that. Yeah, I totally can see that
Hey,
now.
so I want you to repeat after me. Now, some Tom Petty when he's got a live album. He says this. He goes, "A number we had out a while back. It's called I Won't Back Down." Give me that. Let's see how it sounds.
How about I could do?
No, you have to say it like that.
How,
The number we had.
Hey.
Hold on.
see, Tom Petty always reminds
No.
me of Dylan, and I want to go. I won't back down.
See, you sound. You have to admit, Mike, he does, doesn't he?
he does. He sounds a lot like.
All
I
right,
didn't even think about that.
I need to make it
before.
official, though. I need you to say a number we had at a while back is called "I Won't Back Down." Give it to me right now.
Number we had a while ago was "Don't Back Down."
Yeah, that's close enough.
That's it. Oh, I rang the bell too. Good.
Close enough.
That
Close
is
enough.
awesome.
Easy. Yeah, or Bob
Hey, Chris,
Dylan. I
man,
can hear
we've
Bob
upgraded.
Dylan.
We actually we have Tom Petty in here now.
This is not Solar Fusion, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually Tom Petty been reincarnated into a guy called Alex Kohler. Pronounced Tim. I'm sorry, Tim Kohler. Oh, what the hell? Tim Kohler. He said pronounce his last name like the toilet, didn't you?
Yes.
That's what you said. That's what you said.
I said faucet. I said faucet.
Oh, faucet.
Tomato, tomato.
Water equipment. Yeah. All right. So we've got some great music tonight from Solar Fusion. It's not Solar Fusion. I'm told Tim will take you out in the parking lot and whoop you if you say.
Alex will take you out in the parking lot. Whoop, you got to worry about me. You got to worry about the bass player.
You know what I think, Tim. We've never seen a fist fight unless you've seen a fist fight at a seafood restaurant. That's a whole nother level of fighting. Seafood. Anyways, all right. So where do you guys hail from? What's your homeland?
We live in Wilmington, and we're actually both originally from New Jersey, but we met here in North Carolina in Wilmington.
And this is Alex Goodell we're talking to.
Yes, it is.
Alex Goodell. And Alex, what do you play? There's only two. It's just two people in the band, right?
Yes, it's just the two of us, and I play fretless bass guitar.
Fretless bass guitar. For the folks who don't know it like me, folks who don't know what a fretless bass, what does that mean? And no frets, evidently. But
Yeah.
what do? Just sliding your fingers hoping for the best, or what? Look at that.
Yeah, it's very slidey, a lot of fun.
My goodness. How long you been playing that? How long you been doing that one?
Oh, probably in the neighborhood of 30 years or so.
30 years.
I've been playing a while.
Wow. Now, how did you and Tim get together?
We actually met at I think it was the Crab Shack or the Crab.
Yeah.
Was there a fist fight out in the parking lot?
Surf City. Yeah,
We both were playing at, I think it was
At a
at a
benefit.
benefit gig. We weren't playing together, but he heard the band I was in, and then he played solo after the band I was playing
Right.
played. So that's I guess where
And
we
then
first
then
met.
we started working on a project, and for another friend of Alex was actually in a project, and it was a friend of mine, the same guy that had invited me to the benefit, and he invited me to help out on his studio project, and that's when we kind of met and became friends, kind of, and I said, well, I got a couple songs, and Alex was like, well, let's do those.
And then, now, Alex, did you have a couple of songs too?
I write bass parts. I didn't have songs, but I liked Tim's songs and I liked his playing. So I worked out parts for his songs.
What is it when you
and
said you
worked
liked
out.
his playing? What was it other than him sound like Tom Petty? What was it that? what
Yeah,
was
that was
it?
really like
was
him.
that
This
it?
guy sounds like Tom
Yeah,
I
Petty.
gotta
well,
get
yeah.
that's Tom Petty, man. We can do Tom Petty covers. We got it.
Yeah.
You know, what was it that drew you to his style of music, if you don't mind me asking?
You'll hear. Hopefully, you'll hear it tonight. But he plays guitar very rhythmically, and I like that style of playing. And he's a good storyteller when he writes lyrics.
That's the thing about telling a story is what you're after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Tim, what's it like playing with Alex?
I can't even begin to describe what the way she plays, what it's done. I mean, when I wrote my songs and they sounded one way, and then as soon as the bass came in, they completely, like I told Mike before, they went from 6 to midnight.
Wow.
They just it defined the sound that we've actually worked to create over the last couple of years. But it all started with there's something about the way she plays versus the way that I play, and it's created its own thing over the last couple of years, and
It gels so well together.
I can't get enough of it, really.
Now, we're talking a little bit ago. You said you want to be Venus Flytrap. I'm going to play a little bit. Hold on. I'm going to play a little Venus Flytrap. Hold on. I'm going to play a little bit here for you. WKRP. Here it is.
Andy, you nuts! Thank you so much for coming.
Venus Flytrap.
Are you kidding? This is where I get my big break, man. A DJ full time.
See, well, that could have been you. You said you wanted to be Venus Flytrap. Isn't that
I
right?
wanted to be on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and now you are.
and now here I am.
Right.
It's only taken 40 years.
So you wanted to be a DJ, is that right? Like Venus Flytrap, isn't that right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I went to broadcasting school when I was in my 20s, and they told me I had a face for radio. And
Sorry, I just spit on my mic. All right. All right.
so I actually, it's funny because I took I guess it was an 8-month or 10-month course, and we learned how to splice reel-to-reel tape, and we learned how to work with carts and
So modern equipment's what you're talking about.
yeah, this was in the 80s, man.
God bless those reel-to-reels.
The selling point of this school was that they had a placement program, and after we all graduated and we went back to use the placement program, they said, "Oh yeah, it's in the back room." And you opened the door, and there was a phone and a giant book of every radio station in
directory.
America.
Yeah.
And it was the directory, yeah. And it was like, yep, there's your placement. Start calling.
Start calling. My goodness. Hope you got your refund. On that.
Yeah, no, I went straight back to work in the factory after that.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, we got some. I was hearing you guys rehearse a song a moment ago, probably about not a moment ago, about 20 minutes ago, and you're rehearsing, getting ready, checking our levels in the business, as I'm sure you are aware of that terminology, Tim. Checking the levels, being from
Checking the levels.
broadcasting school. I was excited about. Normally, we start with I've got some of your studio tracks, of course, loaded. But I was excited, and I was telling Mike, we always do a studio track right off, and then we do live. I said, I honestly cannot wait to hear this live music that they have for us. And I thought, let's just go ahead and get into a live track. Your thoughts on that?
Well, anybody that knows us knows that we're innovators, and we'd love to start the show with a live cut. That'd be awesome.
I think so. Mike, your vote counts too. What do you think?
I'm all in.
All
I'm
in
all
on.
in. That's
All right.
for sure.
All right. So Solar Fusion has prepared about They said if they brought a live catalog, they got 50, 60 songs they want to play tonight. I said, look.
At least, yeah. This goes till midnight,
Right.
right?
And I said, look, Tim, you are from broadcasting school and you understand the constraints of time. And he
I
said,
do,
yes,
man.
sir. He said, I studied that. And I said, okay. So they've narrowed down the number of songs that they have from 50, 60 down to about 5 or 6 live tracks so they can do for us tonight. Now, this first track you're going to play live, is that off of a forthcoming CD or is this something we can find now?
This is something you can find now.
Ooh.
We just released the CD. Alex is better with the dates than I am.
Oh, it just this past month we released
That's
it.
it?
It's called Everybody Knows.
Everybody knows.
That's the CD is called Everybody Knows.
Okay.
The song is called The Devil That You Know.
The Devil That You Know. I'll tell you what, are you guys all tuned up and ready?
I believe so.
All right, well, let's do it. The Devil That You Know from Solar Fusion. Planet Z Live's
Alrighty.
Under the Radar.
If I could, I surely would stand on the dock where Otis stood, and I'd sing all my songs there in the shade. And I would do this every day. I would do it till my beard turned gray, and everyone would say he's got it made. But when it's all about to change, you will know, 'cause you can hear those tires squeal. You come down to the details and the devil that you know, and he's always willing to make a deal, long as you got something he can steal. 10 tons of cosmic sound every day, that's what the world puts out. And we all wanna be just a drop in that ocean. And even though we're all singing into the wind, every single one of us would do it again. Now, who can say what sets these wheels in motion? Or when it's all about to change, will know. Yeah, you can hear those tires squeal. You come down to the details and the devil that you know, and she's always willing to make a deal, long as you got something she can steal now. Time after time we stand in line, like our time ain't worth a dime, and we wonder where all the time is gone. But like some smoke screen suffragette, oh, if you ain't nearly there just yet, there ain't no need to sound an alarm. But when it's all about to change, will know. Yeah, you can hear those tires squeal. You come down to the details and the devil that you know, and they always are willing to make a deal, long as you got something, long as you got something they could steal now. Don't you waste your time a wondering when you're gonna know. 'Cause from the inside to the outside, I believe it's gonna show. I believe you're gonna feel it. You're gonna see it. Yeah, you're gonna know.
Now we're talking, ladies and gentlemen. Now we got something going. My goodness. Now tell me the history of that song.
Well, I thought it was going to answer all the questions that I had about everything.
What happened?
About why we are and how we are. And as it turns out, it answered none of them. But I couldn't get it out of my head. That whole this part here. That just kept running through my head, that whole riff, and
Give me a little bit of that again. Give me a little bit of that again, that riff. Yeah, keep it going. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Got a good groove, man.
It's just got that thing,
Yeah. Man.
And it just stuck with me. And like I said, sometimes, once it gets there, if it won't get out, then it's a good one.
Right. Now, how old were you when you started writing songs and lyrics? How about this? What happened when did you first start writing lyrics and said, you know what, I got to put some accompaniment with it? Should I learn the guitar, the piano? What was your evolution of music, so to say?
Well, I started learning how to play guitar.
Right.
My cousin, I went to a teacher first, and it was in a music store, and I was about 10. And this was back in the day, so this was a really strict teacher, and I was not a very strict pupil, so we didn't get along. And my mother said, "Well, one of your cousins teaches guitar," and the original teacher was trying to teach me theory and things like
That's
that,
no fun.
things that would definitely help me
Right.
later on. But I wanted none of it, and my cousin actually was a working musician, and he just taught me how to play songs. So he started me with Cat Stevens and stuff like that, and he would teach me chords, and so I could play and sing by myself, which kept me interested and kept me doing it. So that's kind of where it started, and I started writing songs pretty much immediately. Like I was telling Mike before, it's more therapy than it is. It's stuff that has to come out. And,
Right.
I'll get a riff in my head and then just start making up words, and that's what happens.
Was there a point where because you have a really, really great voice, how did that come about? So you learned how to play guitar. Was there a time where you were like, you know what, I can half sing?
Well, I started playing out in late, high school, like junior, senior.
Isn't that fun?
Dude, we the first dance we played, we blew out all the lights in the gym. I don't know what.
What were you playing? What was going on there?
We had everything plugged into one socket, and
Okay.
it was like-
That'll do it.
Yeah, we hit one chord and everything went out. But it was awesome. we felt like the Who, you know?
Right.
Rock and roll.
So tell me about that gig.
Well, that was years and years ago. We played Johnny Be Good for about 18 minutes.
18 minutes with Johnny Be
because
Good?
the PA kept heating up, and every time the PA would heat up, the vocals would go out.
So you had to redo it.
We just kept playing. They would go, take another one, and it was so we did that over and over, and there was a guy behind the PA head fanning the PA head so the tubes would cool down.
Oh my!
And the vocals would come back up for another half a verse and go out again. But it was awesome. We were 17 years old.
Yeah.
And who cared?
Yeah. So,
But did you finish the song?
Oh yeah. We finished it, and then they pulled a plug on us eventually because people were sneaking in through the bathroom windows, and it was we were rock stars. So,
were you known like in high school for being like
No.
a musician at all or anything?
No, now I was known from being from New York City. That's I moved to Jersey in high school, and and for some reason, New York was a faraway place to the people that I went to school with. Everybody thought I carried a switchblade.
Oh no.
That's because you did.
I did, yeah, I did. So,
Alex, how about you? How did you get started with music?
Well, I played violin when I was a little kid, and my mom's a pianist, so there was always music. And I think around the time I was in high school, I was a big Talking Heads fan, and
Yes.
and I liked REM and
Oh, yeah.
Steely Dan, and I just liked the bass lines a lot. So I was like, I want to learn how to play bass and play
Right.
bass.
4 strings.
Yeah.
How many strings does a violin have? 4?
4.
4, yeah.
4. Yeah, that's easy. You know, the worst thing to do is get in a band and play drums because you got all that stuff. It's like packing up a house all the time to go somewhere. You know. No, you
Oh,
guys don't.
yeah.
You
Every
guys
drum-
don't have a drummer.
no.
No.
No, just you two. Yeah, that's probably your groove was pretty good. Now, Alex, what was your first gig? So you learned the bass. Then where we go from there?
Let's see.
Bob.
My first, I was in a band in high school called Bob.
High school is
Nice.
called Bob. And what kind of music, pray
Yeah.
tell, did we play in Bob? Bob spelled B-O-B, I take it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
and it's I think because we had T-shirts that we got from the Bob surplus store,
Nice.
and it was me and my friend Elizabeth who played keyboard and guitar and sang, and our friend Andy who played drums, and we played cover music. So some cover music. We played like The Cure and
Oh,
English
nice.
Beat.
Very good.
And
But they had a famous original song.
we had our big original song was called Bigfoot Stole My Wife.
Bigfoot stole my wife. We didn't get a clear picture either. We saw him stealing, but the picture is blurry.
I could see the single cover on that one.
No, the picture is blurry. No. Now,
That's awesome.
my friend Carlene wrote in. Hello, Carlene. Hello, Carlene. She wrote in. She said,
Hi, Carlene.
She said the music sounds great, and she says, "Where do you guys like to play normally?"
Where do we like to play?
Yeah, where do you play? And her husband's in a band called Dakota Blue out of Wilson. They were
Okay.
on last.
Yeah, we
weekend.
listened to them last week. They sounded awesome.
Oh yeah, they do. They're really good. Really good. Nice folks too. Very nice folks. But she wrote in and said, "Where do you like to play normally? Where do you play?"
Well, the style of the music that we do is more. We like playing listening rooms and quieter places like we have a gig at Live at Ted's coming up at the end of the month. That's a great place.
A lot of people seem to like to play. That's a smaller place, right?
It's a wonderful place. Yeah, I mean it really is it's a true listening room,
Right.
And it's kind of built for exactly what we do, which is somewhere in between folk and blues, or like that kind of thing.
Right.
More storytelling, more
We also like to play at a place called Beale Street Barbershop.
Nice.
Which is a barbershop.
It's a legit barbershop. Yeah.
So
But
they're cutting hair, and you are playing music. Your accompaniment for hair
Not
cutting.
quite, yeah.
You can
Yeah.
actually sit in the barber chairs while you watch the bands play.
Yeah, there's a stage,
That's cool.
And the barber there is a musician, and he does a lot for original bands and
Yes.
musicians, and he has shows every couple of months, I guess.
About
there.
about every 2 or 3 months, he has either a flat out show with like 3 bands, or he'll have an art. He also has a spot in the barbershop where he hangs local art, and they put up artists and photographers and stuff like that, and they'll have a band or two.
Nice.
And have an art opening. So it's another really cool spot in Wilmington, and it's called the Beale Street Barbershop.
And he's pretty strict about just having people that play original music there,
Yeah.
which
Right.
is nice.
And he will do anything. I mean, we've been on the bill with his band is called 825. His name is Mark Sinnis, and he has like a 7-piece band with a violin, a banjo, and keyboards and stuff like that. But there may be a punk rock band on at the it might be us, then his band,
Right.
and then a punk rock band. You could never know what you're going to find.
919.
Mark?
Do what now? Which
And
one?
I've heard of Mark.
He's his genre. He calls his genre cemetery and western.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah, that is him.
Yeah, yeah.
Small
Awesome
world.
guy. Really,
Small
really
world.
awesome guy. Yeah.
919-289-9001 on the text. That's 919-289-9001. If you happen to have a question, want to give a shout out to the band Solar Fusion tonight, we are taking text messages at 919-289-9001. All right, we're going to play a studio track now. Find a Way from Solar Fusion. Tell us about this track briefly.
This is our most famous song. We
Yeah.
we had the chance to actually play this on WECT. We were we were playing for a the Altalia Fest in Wilmington this year, and they needed a couple people to go promote it. So Alex and I went down to WECT, and we got to talk to the news anchor and
Big
also
time.
play the song live. So it was big time because I
Big
think
time.
like 4 of our fans actually heard it.
Wow.
And yeah,
All
so,
4.
Yeah, we're real stoked about that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, well,
Yeah, man.
let's do it here. It's Find a Way from Solar Fusion, 919-289-9001. There again on the text. We'll be back in a moment with more live music from Solar Fusion. Planet Z Live's Under the Radar. Thanks so much for listening tonight, Thursday night here.
Some kind of thing been on my mind, and I can't keep it locked up inside, like a headstrong wave to a shrinking tide. It's gonna find a way. Well, it's like every day and the day before, waiting for a knock now, a knock upon your door. Just when you think you can't wait no more, or you find a way. Well, there ain't nothing you can borrow. There ain't nothing you can steal. Well, it's all done by touch. It's done by feel. There you are, end of the day, where you find a way. Well, there ain't nothing you can borrow. Well, there ain't nothing, not nothing you can steal. Well, it's all done by touch. It's done by feel. And I ain't gonna lie, well, I ain't gonna pretend. I wouldn't tell you nothing, what that I can't defend. As it is now,
until the end. You find a way.
Under the radar.
There you go. That is Find a Way from Solar Fusion. Planet Z Live, Under the Radar. Solar Fusion.
Solar fusion, man. Solar.
Just playing around. Yeah, that's a good groove right there, man. 919-289-9001. Sammy wrote in, listening in Denver tonight to Under the Radar,
Hey,
enjoying
Gar.
the local music. We got a lot of listeners tonight.
Hey, Savvy.
I think we're onto something, Mike Daniel, with this local music. I think we're onto something. Most
I
listener
think so
stations
too,
ever
man.
seen.
I told you.
Last week was a lot of listeners. This week a lot. We've not had a show with not a lot of listeners. I think the word's getting out
That's
about
for sure.
us. The word could be getting out.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, a lot of
Let
listeners.
Let it go.
Now, Solar Fusion, what is the biggest crowd you've played for? What do you think? How was the biggest, number of folks you think you've played for?
I don't know.
You mentioned four
That
people a
one
moment
person
ago.
in the front table.
You mentioned a group of four for WECT. I didn't know.
I think I don't know. Maybe the biggest thing that and it wasn't one that we did, but it was one we did with the hurricane relief at Greenfield Lake.
Oh, yeah.
with the clams, but that wasn't a Solar Fusion gig.
Yeah.
I don't know what our
I don't know. We usually play listening rooms, and we used to kind of play breweries. So
Right.
we haven't gotten to the stadium stage.
Not yet. Not yet.
During the Azalea Festival, where were y'all playing on the Azalea Festival? Was that the main stage?
No, this was this is a thing called the Alt Azalea Festival. So
Okay, so it's something different.
it's
A play on
it takes
words.
place on the Azalea. It takes place on the Azalea Fest weekend,
right.
but the Azalea Fest never had local music.
Why is that?
They always, I don't know. But so this movement grew up about, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and it started with it's basically off of 4th Street, the Brooklyn Arts District, and it was a couple of local restaurants, maybe 2 or 3, and about maybe 8 or 9 local artists. And then what they did was they scheduled music at those 3 places every hour on the hour, and it was kind of like an alt Azalea Festival. And it's just grown over the years. And the last this year was 20 something places and maybe 50 musicians or something like that. And it's you can go up and down 4th Street and walk from venue to venue, and you could hear anything and everything in between. And every hour it changes.
That's pretty awesome.
It's really cool. It's a really cool thing.
Now, how'd you guys?
It
How'd you guys link up with Mike?
we asked ourselves that same question.
I mean, you're at his house. You're at his house, so I figure you know each other somehow.
We passed by tonight, and there was light that said recording. Let's
get in
That's
there.
the place for us.
Yeah,
Let's see what he's up to.
yeah.
You'd have to ask Mike that.
Well, honestly, what happened was I was going on Facebook looking through all the musician friends that I had and the people that were following me on Facebook and stuff. And as you go through, you start getting ads and stuff for different bands that are playing there and here and blah, blah, blah. Well, AudioScribe Studios actually has a Facebook page that is also connected to that's right. It's also connected to the Wilmington music page.
Right.
And so all of the ads from musicians that are there in Wilmington pop up on my AudioScribe page. So theirs came up and it said that they were going to be playing coming soon. And I was like, maybe I should give them a call, see if they're interested in doing something with Under the Radar.
Right.
And lo and behold, they contacted me back immediately, and we got them
within
scheduled.
minutes.
So yeah,
Wow.
yeah, exactly. So, but I listened to their stuff on Spotify when I saw their ad. I usually do that. I'll go and check out the band, see what they sound like. I'm like, man, they sound really good. So I was like, y'all want to come be on Under the Radar?
Yeah.
Because we're looking for groups to spotlight.
And they said, "We've heard of that
came
show.
right back.
We know it. We've listened to that show before. My goodness." That's how
He
it went.
came back and he said, "You're an idiot. Stop messaging me."
Yeah, sounds about right. So, Mike, you've not recorded these guys, so you've not
No,
recorded anything
no.
that they've done or anything yet. yet.
No,
Yeah.
not yet.
Where do you guys
Maybe Christmas.
now? Where do you guys? Yeah, where do you guys record, Tim? Where do you guys, Alex? Where do you guys record?
We recorded our new CD. Everybody knows. We recorded it at Shoreline Studios with Tommy Brothers,
Where is that at?
and that's in
Castle Hayne.
yeah, I think it's
Kinda.
in Wilmington
The Hayne.
towards Castle Lane, or it's on
Right.
off Castle Lane Road.
It's in a secret location. The Hayne.
Undisclosed address.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. Like it was. I would say it was a pretty chill experience.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
How long
Tommy's
Yeah.
very, very relaxed.
How long did it take you to? I was in high school. I was in a band, and I would play the music. I've got the music in my computer. I don't want to play. I'm embarrassed by some of it, but I remember we went into the studio. We're 17, 18, maybe a little younger, 17, 18. We could drive over there. Anyway, so we went over to the studio, and we did it all within like 2 hours because we had a certain amount of money. We'd worked
Right.
for very
Right.
hard to get that money together. And one of the band
Well-
members still owes me money from that, by the way. if you're listening, I'm still looking for that $25. I said that no trouble. But actually, it means there is trouble. All right, I need that 25. That's another story. But anyway, so we had a certain amount of money we could spend. So, we really one take was about all we could get on our songs, and then we would be mad at whoever messed up for eternity.
Yep.
Because that's all we could afford. Like, we've been practicing for months, and you mean you still... And we couldn't go back and... But anyways, most of it's his. It was recorded on cassette. But how long did it take you to record your album? Probably nothing like that. You probably had more than 2 hours.
We did it over a pretty long period of time. I think
What are we talking?
Over
Couple months, 6 months.
Oh, my goodness.
7 months.
Imagine what my...
several months, but we did a couple of songs at a time, and then a couple months later
We
did a couple
kind of
more.
did we kind of did them in batches.
Yeah.
We'd go in and we'd do 5 songs, and then everybody's schedules, and so maybe we could only get another recording time 5 weeks away. So we'd go in and do another 5 tunes. We wound up recording, I think, 16 tunes for
Wow.
the 10 song CD. And then we put the CD together the way we felt. So we still got a couple of
Yeah.
spares, but yeah, we travel pretty light. It's just really the two of us, and
Yeah.
we're not. Yeah, I mean, you've heard some of the recordings. There's no overproduction. There's no
Yeah, it's
other
just
instruments.
raw
It's just like
yeah,
we're sitting
yeah.
here
Yeah.
playing.
Oh, yeah.
That's the sound we're looking for. So it's kind of easy to get.
Yeah. Tell you what, let's do another live track. Have you guys tuned up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
by the way, I got someone wrote in name is he or she named London listening tonight to Under the Radar. London, appreciate you
From
listening.
London, or
no, the
name
name
is
was London.
Oh,
Cool name. I don't know if
cool
that's a
name.
guy or girl, but London, appreciate you listening tonight. 919-289-9001, listening to Under the Radar
Hello,
tonight.
London.
Hello, London. All right, so let's do another live track. What are we going to do tonight for another live track? What we got?
This is a song. We take inspiration around the house. Our muses are a couple of cats, and this is a song called the Slack Cat Blues. It's for our cats.
the Slack Cat Blues, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, it's for cats all over the world.
Cats all over the world. ladies and gentlemen. Cats all over the world. All right, it's Solar Fusion. Here we go.
1, 2. Good luck, Godspeed. Good night and have a sweet dream. In the morning, I do believe that we all gon' get just what we need. Hey, hey, just what we need now. Well, I'm a slack cat, I got no fear. I like a hot night and a cold beer. I take a long walk off a short pier, 'cause there's more than one way to get there from here. Something unusual, something unusual, something round here. If you keep a closed mind and an open door, you might feel fine, but you can't be sure. If you let a landmine roll across your floor, you ain't never gonna find what you've been looking for. Hey, now what you've been looking for now. Well, I'm a slack cat in a gold mine. I'm like a large wave at a low tide. I take a free fall to a landslide, 'cause I never turn down a free ride. Something unusual, something unusual, something unusual, sure going on round here. Well, you're once bitten, twice shy. You know you got wings, but you can't fly. I'm a great big Mac, you're just a small fry, and you get nowhere. You don't know why. Hey, hey. Oh, you don't know why. Well, I'm a slack cat on a tin roof. I ain't got no good excuse. I'm concentrated, I'm 100 proof, and my wheels fall off when it gets too loose. Something unusual, something unusual, something unusual, sure going on round here. Sure going on round here. Sure going on round here.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that was good. I like how I did that. Oh,
Something. to
Oh,
remember
that's
for
fun. That's
future.
a cool groove. You know who else you sound like? It was while I was listening to that. Who else do I think you sound like? Talking wise, not singing wise, but maybe a little bit singing wise. You sound more like Tom Petty talking than singing, but now I think you sound more like someone singing than talking. Who do you think I'm alluding to, ladies and gentlemen? A riddle. Go ahead.
You might want to get the listeners to phone in on that, because I don't have a clue.
Mark Knopfler
Oh, wow.
of Dire Straits.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Mike, can you hear that now? Can you hear it a little bit with that?
I can.
Can you? So
I
up to
can.
Tom Petty and Mark Knopfler. Mark Knopfler.
I definitely think Tom Petty during the talking.
Yeah, right. Alex?
I definitely hear that.
Alex, do you sing?
No.
No?
I don't.
Let's see if I could tell who you would
Firm
sound
no.
like.
That's a firm no, Chris.
Yeah, all right. Well, I like that, man. You guys just have a nice groove. Just nice to sit around and listen. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Just cool groove, man. I love it. And let's do a track from your CD, and then we'll come back and do another live track to close out the show here in a moment. Just Like
right.
It Was the Last. Tell us about this song.
Okay. Okay. So a lot of times when I write, I'll get a riff in my head, and it'll start like this. Alex leaves for work in the morning, and I got about 45 minutes before I have to leave, and I'll sit with the guitar and just something will pop out, and I'll quick record it on my phone, and then I will plug my phone into the car while I'm driving to work, and I'll listen to whatever riff I've done, and I'll shout lyrics sometimes until something sticks.
There's medication for some of them. But go ahead.
Well, it seems that songwriting is cheaper, and I don't have to go see a physician for it.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I get it.
So that's a lot of times what happens, and a lot of times what I'm shouting out is what I'm seeing, and you'll hear in the very beginning of this song, I think there's a thing about a soft shoulder and keep pumping the brakes, and so that was me driving to work. And then what'll happen is the words don't seem like they go together until they do, and then all of a sudden they go together, and I am writing about something that's specific, and it's that's the fun part of the process for me. It's like it's like cooking. You throw stuff in, you kind of know what it's going to taste like, but
mine doesn't turn out real good, but yeah, I get it. It's not me. Yeah. All right, well,
It's usually burned.
Yeah, let's give it a go here. Just Like It Was the Last from Solar Fusion. Planet Z Live, 919-289-9001. It is Under the Radar tonight. Me, Mike Daniel, live from Whiteville. Solar Fusion is on the show, Just Like It Was the Last. And get another live track here in a few moments on Under the Radar to close out the show. Thanks for listening tonight, everybody. Appreciate y'all. It's Planet Z Live. Let's do it.
There's a low soft shoulder and a hairpin wide to turn. We've been here before, it's gonna be alright. Slow and steady, keep that brake foot bumping. Feel the burn. Remember, we gotta drive all night. And it feels like you're getting nowhere. Yeah, you're getting there way too fast. I ain't going out that way. I treat every day, oh, like it was the last. Like it was the last. It used to be that everyone was free now and everything was good, but that was once upon a time. Yeah, we got lost out in the forest when we were looking for the woods. Now everybody's on the front line, and it feels like the walls are closing in. Yeah, they're closing in way too fast. I ain't going out that way. I treat every day, whoa, like it was the last. Like it was the last. Think about Virginia, how she tried to hold on till the end, but fate had another idea. Yeah, when it's over, man, it's over. You get no more time, my friend. You gotta live while you're here. And it feels like you're getting nowhere. Yeah, you're getting there way too fast. I ain't going out that way. I treat every day, oh, like it was the last, like it was the last, just like it was the last, just like it was the last.
Under the radar.
That's what we call it, Planet Z Live, Under the Radar. DJ Styles, yours truly from Apex, North Carolina, and Mike Daniel live from Whiteville. The band tonight is Solar Fusion, Tim Kohler, and Alex Goodell. The bassist is Alex Goodell, and lead vocal and only vocal does appear is Tim Kohler with guitar, ladies and gentlemen, with guitar.
Wasn't that song smooth, man? That was like,
yeah,
that was a very smooth
just
song.
smooth grooves, ladies and gentlemen, smooth grooves. If you'd like to be on the show for Under the Radar, we had someone message in this morning, Michael. I messaged him back.
I've already spoke to him.
Oh, wonderful. Anyways, yeah, you can at Planet Z Live on Facebook. I don't do the Instagram, and there are a lot of things that I can't keep up with all of it. Most credible people, I think, are on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. What I think so, at least. Ringing the bell.
There's
Anyways,
that bell.
yep, 919-289-9001. The text. Appreciate everyone listening tonight. And then there again at Planet Z Live on Facebook. If you'd like to be on Under the Radar, we're always looking for up-and-coming talent. We prefer you be good as well.
Always, yes.
Yeah, we
Yes,
prefer that prefer you sound good and sound organized. You'd be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Tim, you're telling me a story about playing in an Irish pub.
Yeah, well, the bell reminded me of it when you rang the bell before.
Yeah.
Years and years ago, I played in an Irish pub in Red Bank, New Jersey, and the band was set up on a little, it was like a 4x4 platform, and but we were set up right in front of the kitchen window where the food came out.
Yeah.
And they would ring that bell all the time. They would slap the bell, and one of the
You're trying to do a gig.
One of the guys was a musician that worked back there, so he would come out and slap the bell in time. But he would also come out and drink our beer. The bartenders would bring us a big pint of Guinness or Bass or whatever, and before you know it, the cook would be out there kind of sneaking back there, and he'd go, "Don't worry, I'll get you another one." But that's what I remember from the 90s.
And when I was in high school, I was in a band with some good friends of mine, and this is a true story. The only real good gig we had, it was like a summer band. We all got together, we all thought we could play something. And we got together and we played at a place called Elsewhere CDs in Sanford, North Carolina. Bless you, ladies and gentlemen, motherland. But we got together and played, and little did we know it was a hot day in July, and they put us outside. This is back when I didn't care about being outdoor. The older you get, the less things you want to do like that. You know what I mean? Like the woods.
Yes.
You won't catch me near a set of woods now. I ain't going to the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outdoors for 2 hours and no sunscreen? No, won't catch me doing that now.
No.
You know what I mean? Things you stop doing. Anyways, they put us outside near a great big dumpster on a hot July day.
I can hear it coming already.
Right. And just the odor from the dumpster and the mediocre crowd that we had, it was wonderful.
Just didn't make it worth it, did
it? No, yeah. You're kind of wondering what you're doing sometimes, But then again, you know what I parallel this stuff to, ladies and gentlemen? You know what I think, Michael? And
what?
And Tim and Alex, if you care, you know what I think?
We care.
Thank you.
care,
All right. You know what I think? Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not making this up. There's a TV show for it. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, there are people getting geared up for the weekend to go and hunt Sasquatch. They think they will spend their whole daggum weekend going out in the woods and then like waiting with a flashlight, and they'll spend all weekend doing that.
That TV show needs a theme song.
It's not like
Alex's
Discovery.
old band Bob has one.
Yeah. So whenever I think I'm wasting my time doing anything, like, no, these people, a big group of them, and they know better. And they actually should know better. There is no Sasquatch. But they fully believe that there's daggum Sasquatch out there. And, tomorrow night, it'll be out there. And then they've made up, this is a call that they will respond to. And it's usually coyotes that respond to that. And then they go, wait a minute, did you hear something? I think I heard something.
Get eaten by coyotes.
Yeah. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, if you ever feel like you're wasting your time doing anything in life, there are people hunting Sasquatch. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Way to look at it.
True story.
There's a song in there somewhere.
It's true. Yeah, Tim, maybe you can ride to work tomorrow or whatever and think about that Sasquatch song. The Sasquatch song by Solar Fusion. Could do that. All right. So I'll tell you what, let's close the show out tonight with a live track from Solar Fusion. I want your very best one. None of that put away. I want Special Circumstance and Set Aside, ladies and gentlemen. I want the good stuff. Special Circumstance.
We have a brand new song that we've been working on. This one we haven't recorded yet, so it's not on the
CD.
Although the 10 songs that are on the CD are awesome. I'm biased, but they're awesome.
Okay.
But this is a brand new song that we've been working on. This will only be the second time we've played it in public.
How would you call for Bigfoot, Tim, before we get going? How would you call for him?
How would I call for Bigfoot? Bigfoot. Bigfoot.
Give me your call.
Bigfoot.
Give me your call. It's something like that. Alex?
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give it to me.
Yeah, they're cool cats.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So I forgot everything you were just saying about anything you were talking about with your music because I was singing about Bigfoot. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being a new song. Never been performed. Thank you, Michael. Never been performed. Only played twice.
Once live.
Once live, and people liked it.
The second performance of this song.
And people liked it.
Yes, I believe they did.
All right. Let's give it a go here. If I don't like it, I'll stop you.
Don't ring the bell.
I'll ring the bell while you're playing.
Bank, man.
Yeah. All right, let's do that. And Tim and Alex, I've enjoyed having you on tonight. And where can we find your music?
Well, you can find us on
we're on www.solarfusion.com.
SOULR Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
If you leave out the R, you will get a yoga studio, I think. So
You get Bigfoot.
Make sure you put the R in there.
Yeah, that's right.
We do have to give a shout out, not a shout out, but we are playing this Saturday at the Hope Recovery Center in Wilmington on Winston Ave. We're opening for a band called the Queen's Giant, and it should be a good time.
Nice.
So,
and music on
we're
Spotify?
also on Spotify.
Yeah. Okay, nice. And Apple
and
Music?
pretty much anywhere else you can stream. Yep.
Yeah.
On all of them. We're on all of them.
All right. And your next album CD coming out when?
I don't know.
They just released one this past month.
Yeah.
So
We're thinking. We're hoping for maybe spring of next year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the title should be?
Yeah.
Title should be Finding
That sounds
Bigfoot.
good.
Yeah.
Finding Bigfoot. Solar Fusion. All right, let's try to give a live take here. And after the track, we're going to play a track called Cadillac Blues to close out the show.
Right.
And,
this is a song called Where the Rainbow Ends.
All right, let's do it.
2, 3. Down the stairs to the street I go. Time feels stopped and I'm moving slow. In the distance a bell is ringing like a lullaby, you know. Out to where the rainbow ends,
There's a place where the light just bends, and you can almost see right back to where you've been. I ain't thinking about what came before. The past is gone, besides that ain't what the past is for. No use trying to figure out how it all began. And I'm just walking out to where the rainbow ends. I'm just walking out to where the rainbow ends. Out here neath the bright blue sky, watching everybody as they walk on by, like they're much too busy or way too late to even try. Well, they say if it isn't for the money, ain't for the show, and there isn't any reason that they'll ever know. Well, maybe they should all just mind their own without asking why. Life is twists and turns and back and forth. For every move not made, another line gets crossed. And if you think you knew where you were headed, well, I guess it all depends. Me, I'm just heading out to where the rainbow ends. I'm just walking out to where the rainbow ends. I may be just a dreamer, looking for a place where the air is cleaner, where the grass is a little bit greener on every side. And that rainbow way out yonder, well, it's there for when I wander, for when my road gets dark and I can't see the light. No longer carrying that heavy load. I'm no longer looking for a pot of gold. I'm not trying to figure out where it all began. And I'm just walking out to where the rainbow ends. And I'm just walking out to where the rainbow